Sorry, I had to take a little break there. It's been quite a while talking through all this stuff. So I did a little bit more research on the break. We have a whole other set that's actually Wave 1. And I remember this now because Wave 1, there wasn't a lot that was new. I had a lot of the same things when these were coming out. So I decided to skip a bunch. So the only one I have from Wave 1 is this bullet bill. And it has that sort of same fabric, that ribbed kind of fabric that the spike top had in the little set we talked about. But it's 43879 is the number, and it's 2006 Nintendo, and it's 2006 Banpresto. So these actually came out the year of the game. And this is printed on the fabric. Here's eyes, and then the arms and stuff have good detail, but none of those 3 little dots on the gloves, because bullet bills don't really have those. I love this plush though because well, the white loop is consistent with the other plushes, but there's a band of there's a piece of cardboard here or plastic, and here and here, so it gets this nice little bullet look to it, which is very nice. And then here's the tag for the original set. So you'll see there's 4 pieces. So in that, there's Mario jumping, a Goomba, a 1-up mushroom, which is like things I've already had a lot of at that point, and the bullet bill. So I only opted to get the bullet bill from this set, and then I completed the other set minus the Mario, who is running in that set. So with the PD Piranha. And then the third wave was the one with the blue shell and the casino toys. But there's still more plushes to talk about. There's this nifty cushion set, and I decided to get the whole set back in the day. And they're a little bit dirty just because of the nature of what they are. So I'm going to clean it off just a little bit. But they're new Super Mario Brothers cushions. You can see the emblem on the back, and I always like that part. But a very good likeness of the mushroom here, and it's just a flat kind of like foam pillow thing. Here's the tag, so you can see there's 3 pieces in the corner there, and 2006. This is 2006 Nintendo, 2007 Banpresto, and there's the rest of the tag. And these are also considered DX plushes. They're big, or DX cushions, I guess you should say. Embroidered around the dot, and he's got embroidered eyes, which is very cool, with like fabric eyes, and then the twinkle in his eye is also, I guess they're androgynous, so I shouldn't say he, but twinkle in the eye of the is also embroidered, and then the logo is just printed on the back. Next in the set is the Goomba. I see a lot of these for sale still. It does not mean that they are faked. I actually haven't seen these cushions faked. I've seen them with the eyebrows missing, because you can see the eyebrows are kind of floppy. There's nothing to connect it to the plush here. That's kind of glued here too, so they do tend to flop around and come off. But there's the printing on the back. Same information everywhere. The teeth and the eyes and the pupils are all embroidered. And then this like grumpy sign here, this little furrow here, I guess you'd call it, is also embroidered. So they're good detailed plushes. Very good likenesses of the characters in this form, this flat kind of 2D, 3D sort of form. Not very comfortable to rest on. They call them a cushion, but you know, whatever. And then the last one, which I thought was really cool, was the collectible star coins. Made it into the cushion set. So, and mine's a little misshapen right here, because it must have gotten like bumped underneath something and flattened a little bit. Foam tends to just stay that way once it's kind of misshapen. I'm going to try to keep it out in the open to see if it reshapes, but that's kind of the nature of foam. Once it gets flattened, it's just kind of going to stay that way, flattened for a while. nothing really to talk about here that hasn't already been talked about. The entire star is embroidered, and this edge is embroidered. And then the eyes and the twinkles are also embroidered. So they spent some time on these. I rarely see the coin. The mushroom, no, but the Goomba, yes. And I'm not really sure why that is. I know the coin is the rarest. Probably the most coveted of the set, obviously. But yeah, I'm not really sure why the Goomba is still around. And yeah, you don't have to be as careful with fakes, I don't think. But just look out for the things they detailed. And then the most fun set, I think, is the one I'm going to talk about now. And I'm going to try to find out, because there was a new Super Mario Brothers version of these, but there's also a Nuigurumi set, which just means plush in Japan, in Japanese. So, best of my knowledge, I think this is how they came out. And they kind of got a re-release under the new Super Mario Brothers banner, but also came stateside. So these were, let's see, 2007 Banpresto. This is one of the best Goomba plushes available, and it's the Sound series of the Nuigurumi set. And I just love the shape of this plush. This is actually from set 2 of this set, of the Nuigurumi set, but it also, I think, was the Goomba was found in the first, I think, set of Sound plushes. So the Goomba kills you after you kill it multiple times. So there you go. Excellent construction, the embroidered eyes. These are actually, for some reason, a little bit more stable than the other ones, probably because it's double felt here, and they're very well secured here. But I think it's just glue. It looks like just glue. Embroidered mouth, eyes, everything. And then the Sound box is back here. It's actually just independent, so, and it's motion activated. Okay, and then so we have this. So they're all pretty similar, and then there's the tush tag that comes out of the back. These aren't really faked because they're just too complicated. I believe this is the other one in the set. Mine says sample because back in the day, WYSIWYG would receive samples of these, but then the counterfeiters would also put the sample on because they would receive the sample, deconstruct it, but then keep the sample on it because they didn't know any better or whatever. So a lot of these fake plushes have sample on them. So it's a bummer because I was thinking back in the day that an actual sample plush would be kind of maybe more rare than the actual plush, but so here's the actual plush. It doesn't have the sample on it. And this one is from the second series, apparently, of the Nuigurumi. Or maybe it's just 2 pieces. Maybe that's what that means, is 2 pieces. That would make more sense. But it's not necessarily connected to the new Super Mario Brothers, but there is a version where the Goomba has a new Super Mario Brothers tag. So, it's not fake, it's just one of the things. So, I don't think this one's on. Oh, never mind. It's just a little less responsive. Come on. You almost heard it there. There it goes. One-up mushroom sound at the end of the coins. Very nice. So the box is in the bottom. There was a loop here that I think I took out. I think I took it out of the Goomba too. I don't know why I did that. I think it had the white loop that a lot of these plushes had, because it's Banpresto again. And this one does say 2007. So this one actually says 1985 Nintendo because it's from the new Super Mario Brothers. So others in the set. There's 3 sets, and I can't remember exactly how they all played out. But there's a Koopa shell, And this one has the new Super Mario Brothers tag on it. There's 2 pieces in the set, and it shows the 2 pieces. So this is the modern coin block, and then the shell. 2006 Nintendo, bam presto, and the tush tag says it was 2007. So it doesn't show that I had a loop in this one, so this one might be without a loop. So it's like the one-up trick kind of deal. And I think it outlines that in the kanji here, is it's the one-up trick from World 3-1 back on Super Mario Brothers, but it also works in New Super Mario Brothers, which is a fun thing that they kept added. You can see the arm holes and the tail hole and the head hole, and a lot of times these are more yellow and it has the bands and stripes and everything, but they decided not to do that on this one. And then the shell pattern is done with a fabric overlay, and that plastic iron-on stuff that we've been talking about. And then the things housed back here. They're very sensitive. And you barely have to hit it. You don't have to whop it. Here's the other one in that set. And I received the sample because they'd send me free things. So it has the item appearing noise coming out of it. So I just kept the sample version. I remember getting it for free. So, you know, the fabric, the coin question mark is just printed on. No embroidery on this one at all, not even with the dots or I mean, they could be screws, I guess, is what they're trying to embody on here, on those coin blocks. And then it's always on the bottom. This one doesn't come with the tag, but we know that the tag is on the other one. But the tush tag comes in the corner here. Sample. Another one, actually the last one in the set. This one had the Goomba and the coin block and the star. So this is the star. This is going to be pretty obvious. And it just keeps going. You may remember this one from one of my earliest videos where I gave this to my kid. And I think it was my second oldest. And he ran around with it like Crazy Man with Starman. The eyes are printed on. There's not much else to talk about. These just aren't faked like the other ones. So these aren't as... they are hard to find, but they're not worrisome because they don't have rampant fakes to my knowledge. It's only those first ones, and then they just stole the tag. And I looked just on eBay during the break, and I found, I mean, there's hundreds and hundreds of counterfeit plushes using that new Super Mario Brothers tag. And sometimes it's really easy to tell because the color is off, or they didn't color in the white part of the logo, and it's just yellow, or it's off, or it doesn't even have the new on it, or there's just missing details, or it uses the wrong number of pieces in the set, or it's, you know. One thing I will say, okay, one thing I will definitely say about this set: if you ever see Yoshi with this tag, ever, it is a counterfeit plush. I don't care how good it looks. Yoshi was not in this game. Okay, that's probably the biggest tip I can give you, because Yoshi is rampantly used with this tag, never in the game. So he was not part of this set or any other subsequent set that has this tag. No. And it's weird because they're using the Mario Party 5 Yoshi plush, but they put this tag on it. And Mario Party 5 was one of the other most rampantly used tags in counterfeiting, early counterfeiting. They still use it. Lousy jerks. So that's probably all the tips and everything. This will probably be like a 3-part video by this point because it's so long. But there's so many tips and there's so many details that I had to get across. That's why I was kind of dreading doing this video, because there's so many plushes, so many details, so many tips to kind of give to you. But hopefully it prevents people from buying counterfeit plushes. These sets in particular will be very difficult to find the actual plushes of, the official plushes, because they've been faked. And then they tagged everything, like a toad's worth. If I have toad's worth, tons of toads have it. Just the one casino toad, that little toad, is the only toad. Any other characters that you see that weren't in this video that have that tag, fake. So hopefully that helps you guys out a lot. Thanks for watching.